What's good, everyone? It's your boy Richard Wong, aka RW, back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at the new synth from Native Instruments called RSI 1. So we're going to make a beat from scratch using the plugin and see how it is. Not sponsored, by the way. I did get it sent to me for free, but they do not have any say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is RSI 1. It is a Kontakt instrument, but it does run in the free Kontakt player, so you don't need the full version. And from the sounds I've heard from it, definitely gets a lot of vintage synth tones. So let's go through some sounds. There's a lot of presets actually, and I like the way they do it. As you see, they have them in sub banks as well. So if you go to synths, there's choirs, mallets, there's mono synths, percussion, plucked, poly, swells, like stuff like that. Let's see what this default patch sounds like. Oh, there's also these like BPM based ones, so like arpeggios, bass lines, and stuff like that, where, let me just show this off real quick. So it already has pre-bass sequences, and of course, it's a tempo sync to your session. All right, so let's go to tonal, and let's go to either pads or ambient. Let's go ambient. And what you can do is you can go through different types of sounds as well. So as you move up, go to B, you can see some of these parameters change. So these are essentially modified versions of each sound. And the cool thing is, if you use your mod wheel, you can move through them. You can blend them. You don't even have to use the mod wheel. You can just do this as well. But you can play them at the same time. So you could be like, and see exactly what's happening. But I think the best thing for us to do is I'm gonna lay down a chord progression with probably this sound, and then we'll go through some presets. The progression. Let's go through some sounds. Oh, nah, this is the one. I'm probably gonna go back to this one. Let's start. I think this echoes the default. Let's skip around. Let's go to the pads. Yo, these are tough. Nah, this is crazy. I'm definitely gonna use that sometime. Yo, some of these pads are dope, but I think I'm gonna go back to that Desert Mist. This one right here. Nah, it's too crazy. I want like a little bell sound that hit over and over again. Let's go through a couple of those. Ooh, that's a nice one right there. Well, I like that one. Let me lay this one down real quick. This is the 1000 Synths preset in the Swarm section. I kind of want to like have a call and response type thing with this 1000 Synths. This is the About Time preset from the Poly Synth section. Subtle, but I like it. Go through some of these basses. This is a subsection of the basses. There's a couple. There are drones, long, short, and subs. Just want to hear the sub sound. Ooh, this one's mean. By the way, when you hear those manipulations, it's not just like part of the bass, it's me hitting the mod wheel. So nothing changes, but if I go hit that mod wheel up. Just in case you hear the bass and it's like, wait, why does it do that? That's why. I kind of want like something short, to be honest, like something like boom, boom. Let's go to short. Like this. I think the regular is fine. Honestly, let's lay down some drums. This is the Analog Jungle preset from the percussion section. Kind of just wanted to give that extra perc loop bounce. And speaking of the perc loop bounce, I got this amp percussion fire in there as well. And now we got this Circuits Traveler also in the BPM section. Alright, so that's RSI 1. Real quick though, I want to talk about these BPM presets. Like, they really can add a lot. For example, I have this Circuits Traveler preset, just adding that little accent, you know, the one that goes. But there's so many of these that are so fire. And you can customize them as well. If you go to your sequencer, you can make it faster, you can make it slower. You can do all that type of stuff. And that's what I did with this amp percussion fire. Just to give that bounce. Originally, the original preset, the time base is way faster. I believe it's like here. Or here. But bringing it down to the 4 gives that, you know, slower groove, and I really like that. If you don't want to sequence your own thing, you can actually go through these sequencer presets. So, for example, I ended up going with this Cycle Gaming, bringing it down to 4. Just using it as, like, you know, an accent perc loop, like a little texture. It sounds like this. No, without it. Like, it just adds that little extra bounce. Something that you feel and that your ear just will latch onto a little bit. But let's look at the plugin itself. So here we are. So essentially, the concept is, it is a combination of these 4 sounds. So you can create your own presets, of course. Just go here, choose what kind of sound you want, and then you can blend them in with one another. You can turn some off, turn it back on, and then you can do that with each of these, and you can completely change them, right? But what you want to do is you can hit this save button. So if I go here, I hit save here. Now whenever I go to that C, that's where it'll go. Now if I pull it out here, save, go back to A, B, C, and it goes right there. So you can kind of create your own instances and then combine them with the mod wheel, or of course you can just go like this and combine them, and you can do that with the effects down here as well. So whatever you set up in A, no matter what it is, you hit save, they'll stick to that. So whenever you blend these in, then they'll transform accordingly to everything that you set. So you can actually do a lot with this, a lot of cool ways to evolve your sound while playing. So I really like that. If you want a little more customization, you can go into your mixer, and this is where you can really like dial in more specifics, including your effects. You can edit your envelopes, your sources, your filters, and you can do this with each individual channel. And the channels are, of course, these up here. And you do the same thing over here with your envelopes. You can add your own level of detuning to each sound. You got a built-in sequencer. I already kind of showed this one off when I was showing off the BPM-based presets. And you can create your own mod curves and customize your LFO settings as well. So that's RSI 1. I really like how it sounds. Like, I love those analog vintage synth tones. I'm a huge sucker for those. But if that's not your thing and that's not what you're looking for, I definitely don't recommend checking this out. I really don't think you need to look at it at all. Just move on. But if you do like those sounds and you like what you heard from the video and those type of tones, definitely recommend checking it out. I think the sounds sound great and has a great level of customization as well. I really like the way they integrate the mod wheel into this, which really lets you morph the sound as you're playing it, which is really cool. So link down below if you want to check it out. But that's me for this one. If you like the beat, like the video, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos. Check out my social medias and my music and all streaming platforms, all linked down below as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, yeah.